Yo, what up, baby? It's DJ Sus1, the feature presentation, you know what I'm saying? Where movies and music meet. We do movie talk. I'm here with my brother Quasi, my brother Joey Franchise, and my brother Pretty Lou. How you guys doing, man? It's been a few week hiatus.
We're back. What's good? What's good?
We outside.
Right?
Outside.
We're like Future mask off. What's up?
You know
good,
what I'm
right?
saying?
Nobody's vaxxed and waxed yet?
I'm
vaxxed.
Yeah, I just got my first shot.
Double
Well, look,
vaxxed.
speaking about, since we do movie talk, I was excited because I just did a dinner in the movie event that Pretty Lou actually attended, and I was so excited to be back in the movie theaters because, you know, this whole pandemic, we've just been streaming everything. So I was excited to be back in the movie theaters.
Great movie.
Yeah,
what'd you see?
we saw Quiet Place 2. I thought it was cool. I thought it was just like a Quiet Place 1.
It looked dope.
It was just too short.
But look, I'm gonna let
Really?
Quasi, I'm gonna let Quasi take the lead because I gotta go handle some business. There's a few topics we're talking about today, but I think we're gonna start with the teaser that I was excited about for Cobra Kai season 4.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds like a good
All
place
right.
to start for sure. Cobra Kai, yeah, season 4 teaser.
Let's just do this. Let's just X out Sus.
All right, yeah. So Cobra Kai season 4 teaser. Hoping you guys saw it. Basically, it's officially announced. Terry Silver is gonna be in it. It's pretty much just a teaser where you see him in there. They do kind of the like flashback kind of vocals with Kreese and them talking about Terry Silver. But how are you guys feeling about
I'm not surprised.
his inclusion? Okay.
I'm not surprised at all. But I think there's gonna be a good. So far, all the seasons have been phenomenal. I loved all the seasons. So I think with Terry Silver in it, I think it's gonna be better. It's gonna be more action, I think. Definitely more action.
That's what's up. How are you feeling about it, Joey?
So far I've ran through a few episodes. I've got late joining up on the show. But I like what it does, the nostalgic aspect to the classic Karate Kid movies, and just seeing how this season 4 is gonna pan out and how all the new info is unfolding right now. I think I'm excited to really dive into some more and then really about to try to breeze through all these seasons to catch up with y'all.
Nah, it's a good thing. I love Cobra Kai. I love it.
Dude,
I'm
Cobra
happy
Kai-
that they got off that YouTube situation and brought it to to Netflix. So I love it. Hell yeah, I can't wait. When does
Cobra Kai is official now.
When does the new season start?
Yeah, Cobra Kai. I think it's not going to be till like the next year or the end of this one because obviously filming and everything got pushed back with with COVID and all that. But like they started hitting the teaser, so we definitely got something to look forward to. Just to kind of quickly recap, season 3 kind of ended where Kreese and Johnny finally went at it. They had their little fight at the end and all that, and so and then Johnny kind of did his own branch of his Cobra Kai thing and kind of made good with Daniel and all that.
They
Daniel had gone
formed a
back
team.
to,
Didn't they form a team?
yeah. They kind of like linked up. It's like, yeah, the enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of thing. So I think that theme's gonna go, obviously move on to season 4. And then of course Terry Silver coming in means that Kreese will have somebody to buddy up with, just like he did in Karate Kid 3, right? So there you go. A lot to look forward to. So what are you guys feeling on Joker 2? The new movie has been announced, right? What are you guys' thoughts on that?
Well, I've been seeing like on GameSpot and Cineblend them talking about apparently they're moving forward with the sequel to it. I don't know how I feel about it. I really like the standard. I really liked it being its own thing, being just kind of a one-off, nice little origin story. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes about, with the sequel because I just don't know how much more story you could tell that hasn't already been told about the Joker. The other one was obviously Academy Award winning. Todd Phillips did his thing. Joaquin Phoenix bodied it. So it might just make sense dollars wise.
They should have left it alone.
He's even though he's a beloved villain character, but I agree with Lou. They should have left it alone.
I got my opinion. Go ahead, keep on.
No, go ahead. I'm done. I just think they should have left it alone. I don't know how crazy I am about the story.
Why fix something that's not broken? They should have left it the way it was. It was epic.
Money.
It was the
money, brother.
I'm saying that why? So what are they gonna do now? Let's keep it real. What are they gonna do now? Like
maybe the how he got involved in crime. Like the crown, was it the Crown Prince of Crime or
Yeah,
what's
the
his
Crown
nickname?
Princess. Yes, yeah.
Like
yeah.
this time around, I hope they bring the older Bruce Wayne. I mean, I don't know, man. They should. Me personally, I think they should have just left that movie alone.
I think the idea in the beginning was for it to be a standalone, but I don't think that Warner's had predicted how much of a massive hit that movie was. I mean, it made a ton of money, got Academy Award stuff. So it's the nature of the beast, man, the nature of the studios that we're gonna go ahead and move forward with it. It's like some kind of script was always gonna be in the air with how do we continue his story. My thing is, are they gonna merge now with some Batman stuff now? Is because he's officially gonna be a part of the universe or not? That's what I'm always confused about with DC. It's like you never know what they're really doing.
Listen, I love the ending of the Joker movie, how they portray with the Bruce Wayne and back with the killing of the parents and how he ended up becoming that. Like that was the beginning of the Prince of what is it? The Crown Prince of Crime.
Crown Prince of Crime. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now to do another one.
I'm with you.
But would you want to see him go into Robert Pattinson's world?
I kind of would.
Right.
I kind of would.
I kind of would too, but we still haven't even seen that one yet.
I know. Well, we got to see how this one plays out because that movie's pretty much done. We're waiting for it to come out, and the Riddler's in that, Catwoman's in that. Seeing how that world would connect with Joker's, and I think it would. I'm just gonna throw it out there. It's Batman. At the end of the day, it's everybody's favorite DC character. So
leave him alone.
Too late, buddy. Too late.
Well, they're saying that it's gonna be they're looking at probably 2023 to drop the sequel.
Got you. So we got a little time, and by then we'll have seen the new Batman.
Is it with the same director?
Yeah, Todd Phillips.
Oh,
Apparently, yeah, that's the rumor right now.
Okay.
Nice. All right, so let's move on really quick. There's some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle reboot news, so I'm gonna let Joey take that one because I'm not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fanatic like that. So.
Man, I love the Turtles, man. The Turtles are epic, man, for real. It's a go so far. It's a green light. I remember we talked about this on a previous episode. Seth Rogen is set to write. So now Seth Rogen actually took to Instagram or Twitter and he tweeted out how he's gonna have the Turtles look, and it was just literally on like a loose leaf piece of paper where he was just like scribbling some stuff, shared it with a lot of fans, and everybody kind of went crazy. So they're looking at August 11th, 2023 for this movie to drop, according to Seth Rogen's tweet. So I'm excited. I'm hoping that it's reminiscent of the original Turtle movies because my favorite ones were the first two.
Right.
With the original and then the Secret of the Ooze.
Secret of the Ooze.
So right. I wonder if he's gonna make a play because I hated the way Michael Bay made those characters look in the reboot.
The reboot.
This is the third time they're gonna reboot the movie. So
you mean the reboot? You weren't enjoying it with Megan Fox? That whole thing? You wasn't appreciating that look?
Nah, I mean Megan Fox was bad. Like I give her, and shout out, they put Carmelo in one of the movies. That was fire too.
Right.
That was cool. But other than that, I mean, the Turtles look trash. So I just hope that I missed like the animatronic suits. I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna go strictly CGI, but at least keep the Turtles looking the way they originally looked from how I remember from cartoons and the original movies. Because the last two Michael Bay movies was horrendous. Couldn't do it.
Trash.
But I like. My bad. But I like Seth Rogen's, how he's applying himself to this whole thing with him and his boys, because these guys have written Superbad, Pineapple Express, like numerous comedic classics, and he's gonna focus more so on the teenage aspect of these turtles. I feel like in every movie we've seen them act like adults mostly. Maybe the Michael Bay ones touch upon like kind of the teenage aspect of it, but not as much. I think he's gonna focus on the fact that all right, these are like teenagers with mutant powers, saving a city. So let's kind of hone in on that, create a comedic. I think it's going to be a lot, comedy, interweaved into the movie. So it's going to be interesting to see Seth Rogen's take because he's been a fan growing up. So what I like is somebody who cares that much about the characters to really, take helm of something like this.
Listen, man, as long as they don't bring Megan Fox back, I'm good.
Why you hating on Megan Fox?
Yo, for real.
All right. One thing I was going to say, at least the benefit to your point, Joey, that if they bring that teenage aspect, and we did talk about this a few episodes back, where we were talking about how, like in the comics, the turtles were lethal. It wasn't like they were just like the jokey joke for kids doing the martial arts. It was like
That's
they
what
were
I was
like
hoping.
chopping off heads, and
I was
it's a
hoping
little
they
more
bring
dark.
the origin
So
of the comic book. You know,
there you go.
because
So
the
that's what I'm
origin of the
hoping.
comic book was dope. I think when they first came out years ago, when I was growing up as a kid, it was like what Japanese or Chinese comic books it was coming from, right?
Yeah, it was like anime. Yep.
Right. It was and it was dark and it was like, you know, it was like real ninja stuff.
Yep.
But you know, of course, then it got to the kids, it got to the Nickelodeon era.
Right.
But I hope
Toys,
they
everything.
bring that back to the original origin when it first came out.
Right, for sure. I'm
I
with
mean,
you guys
yeah,
on
have the
that.
comedy stuff, still have the pizza and all that stuff.
That's the reason why I love pizza in the first place, because of the turtles.
Yeah.
I mean, I love pizza because, you know, it's pizza, but I don't know.
So real quick, guys, we'll be talking about it. We talk about all these you know, comic book movies coming out. They announced the new Venom movie, the teaser. If you guys, first of all, have you seen that? I thought it was cool. I saw it myself.
I can't wait.
What are your thoughts? Okay.
I was very
Speak on it.
surprised.
Go ahead.
I was very surprised with the first movie.
Yeah.
Very. I would, even though in the beginning I was upset because they kicked it out of the Spider-Man origin. You know what I'm saying? It's not like involved with it or nothing like that. But I like how they did it on the first one. I like how they're bringing Carnage to this one.
Yes.
But there's been rumors that they might collide with the Marvel Cinematic Universe with the Spider-Man from there. So, but I want to see how they do that, because remember, you got to understand also in the comic books, Venom was born from Spider-Man himself. You know what I'm saying? Coming from outer space and going.
Yeah, it was originally alien.
It was originally alien on Peter Parker's body, but they didn't do it on this one. So I want to see how, if that does happen, if it does, if it's not a rumor and it does come true, I want to see how they interact like with that, you know?
Yeah, good point. What are you feeling, Joey?
I thought the trailer was solid. I still want to see more. We got a little bit of what Carnage is going to look like. I'm glad that they cut off Woody Harrelson's hair from the last that last movie, the end credit. That was terrible, fro. Terrible, fro. It looked great. I think it's gonna really pick up where the last one left off. Like Blue said, I was very surprised at how they executed the last one. Did very good in the box office, and Sony now has that, you know, relationship with Marvel now, where they're integrating those Spider-Man villains into the MCU.
The MCU, which is dope.
They just redid that deal, so it's going to be interesting to see what plays into this, because you already seen in the Morbius trailer that, you know, Spider-Man is referenced in the trailer, and Vulture from Homecoming,
From
Spider-Man Homecoming,
yes,
he's in there too. So they've already been, you know, connecting the dots with the Spider-Verse and everything like that. So to see how it's going to play out, wondering if Tom Holland will even make a cameo in this movie. That's the rumor. But it looks good. And Carnage is such a dark character. And I think it's more of Marvel's darker side in film right now with this movie. I feel like, because you got two of Spider-Man's biggest heavy hitters in the game. So with those two villains, so it's going to be crazy to see those two clash on film.
Yeah, I agree. I really got kind of hyped. I won't lie. The first Venom, I kind of slept on it, and then I saw the movie. I'm like, yo, this is not bad, because I
slept on it too. Same thing. I slept on it. I was not happy about it. I didn't go to the theater to watch it because I thought it was crappy. But then when I got to see it at home, I was like, damn, hold up.
Yeah. I was the same way. And I was like, okay, wait, all right, they got something here. And then the character is dope. It's like, even when you pull him from the Spider-Man universe, yeah, it should connect, but that's the whole deal, as we're talking about with the studios. Now that Sony and Disney are finally like making it official. Yeah, let's cross these characters over. The new deal, as Joey was saying, has been cut. So we're going to see more of that interaction. And that's what I'm excited for. And Woody Harrelson's character, Carnage, is like the ish. So yeah, I think it's like, buckle up.
Carnage is a bad motherfucker in the comics.
Yeah.
Man. So I want to see how he is in the movie, you know, in the movie itself. But now that's an example. Those are movies that you can make another movie out of.
Right.
Joker, leave it alone.
Well, the universe is huge, so that's the other thing with Spider-Man. And speaking of Spider-Man, we'll roll right into the news on Spider-Man 3. So I know Joey's he's a little more hip on this one. I'll let you kick this off, Joey. But Spider-Man 3, what we got popping?
Trust me, man, the internet is going crazy for this movie. I'm telling you, like ever since they made the announcement, the little teaser with Zendaya, Tom Holland, and the guy who plays Ned, kid who plays Ned, Jacob.
His friend. Yes.
So you know, the internet's like dying for this trailer, bro. Like it's like every day there's like new information about it because it's still scarce. Like information is very scarce on like what to expect from this movie. Who are the villains? We don't know. Is it a Spider-Verse? Everybody's saying Tobey Maguire. Everybody mentioning Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
All that collided. Live action Spider-Verse. There's so much wild information popping off, and so many. I've listened to I don't know how many plot leaks, like Reddit plot leaks, but man, I've read and heard like multiple ones, and the story is always different. But what always happens to stick is that Green Goblin will be in it, and it will be Willem Dafoe's. These are just like rumors and my prediction too. I think it actually will happen. I read a plot leak where he's gonna probably be involved with the other, and they're gonna create the Sinister Six from with all these guys from different multiverses. Right. So it's crazy. And then right now I'm just reading that I guess the trailer is allegedly supposed to be attached to the Peter Rabbit movie, which is Sony's next movie to hit theaters next week. Makes sense. So if it's attached to that movie, which means we'll probably get the trailer next week, I feel like it'll hit YouTube because it's already been cut and sent to theaters. And from what I'm hearing, it's 2 minutes and 10 seconds long. Yeah. So I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen because I need something concrete to know what I'm getting myself into because I'm super hyped for this movie. I think it's gonna be Avengers Endgame level.
Really? You think that?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. Okay. Yeah, I think it's gonna compete with Endgame when it, in the box office for like all time. It's gonna be up there. So just hold on because
that's a big prediction, my dude.
It's gonna pay. I feel like it's gonna pay off in December.
I think it all plays off after the trailer's out. I think that's when we will really know if it's gonna compete with Endgame and all that stuff. Because I'm excited about. I don't look it, but I'm excited.
Yeah, your poker face is on point, my dude.
You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. I definitely want to see if the Spider-Verse is a reality.
Yeah, me too. I mean, that's the excitement for me. And then where we left off with the last movie, his secret identity was revealed. How does that play into the universe? Like, we haven't seen a big Marvel movie on screen really since the last Spider-Man. So, it's like connecting the dots now. It's like, yeah, we've got all of the Disney Plus stuff, but it's like, this is the, like one of those big budget ones coming back to the movie screen. And I think the hype of people finally getting back to the movies now after like the pandemic drama is like kind of cooled down. Is going to really help push those numbers. I'm excited to go see movies in theaters again. So
same.
And the idea that it could be multiverse driven, just like this is Marvel's version of Flashpoint from DC, where you can cross the Garfields in, Tobey Maguire, possibly, like you're saying, Willem Dafoe, if he's in it. They already crossed the J. Jonah Jameson character anyway. Yeah. So it's like, why not? It's like, at this point, have the beloved characters be in there. And it's Spider-Man. We want to see that Spider-Man action. I think Marvel's done the best job so far of doing Spider-Man. Outside of like Spider-Man 2, the original Tobey Maguire, I haven't enjoyed any other movies like I enjoyed the Marvel one.
That was a classic for sure. Yeah. And I think with the way we do this, how the Spider-Verse kind of kicks off, I feel like it happens, or we're gonna get a glimpse of that maybe through the Loki series, because he's gonna do a lot of time traveling, crossing through different multiverses to kind of fix, their timelines because of what the Loki in that timeline is doing. So I think that plays a part. And Doctor Strange is going to be in it already. That's already confirmed.
I was going to say there's going to be some crossover with how we left WandaVision, because she's going to be in Doctor Strange, the new movie. There's definitely going to be some tie-ins with Loki, even Winter Soldier kind of stuff. There's reasons why Disney has done things the way they do, and they do such a good job of tying everything up in their movies. Like, the storylines always connect. So yeah, I'm with you on that. I think it's going to be
that mouse.
Yeah, right?
Mouse.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Yeah.
So let's keep talking about that because there's the last two things I'll bring up today is number one, like Joey was saying, Loki's coming out, and fact that's coming up next week. It starts streaming on Disney Plus. But
Can't
then
wait.
also, the Black Widow trailer just dropped. They dropped a new one, so I gotta get your guys.
Awaited
Yes,
Black Widow after 8 years.
20 years we've been waiting.
Yo,
Scarlett Johansson,
dead
where
ass.
is this movie finally in theaters
8
next
years.
month? What's up?
She did an interview and said this whole thing took 8 years. Crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for one, because remember, she dies at Endgame.
I know, spoiler, right?
So-
But yeah.
Well, if you haven't watched Endgame,
10-year-old spoiler. I know. I'm just
sorry.
saying.
I'm sorry. But
That thing's on cable TV now. If you haven't
Yeah,
seen
I
it, that's
know.
a
It's
problem.
on TNT every other day. I know.
if you
I got
haven't watched it, then you know what? Something's wrong with you.
Right.
But nah, it's just it's great to see how these characters are going to be in this movie. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of nice old time characters from the Marvel comic books, and I want to see how that is going to come. Like, we don't know what this is the beginning of her life, or is it like, is there an afterlife after this? Like, nobody knows. Am I right or am I wrong?
They've kind of said that this is going to be almost the precursor how she became Black Widow and a lot of her espionage kind of adventures and stuff. But so you're saying there's been no like solid, this is the plot kind of super spoiled. So
But she
you never know.
She did say that there's some parts of the movie that there is something after Endgame.
I believe it. She's too powerful of a character not to have her have presence somehow, because I give Scarlett Johansson a lot of credit. When she first started in Iron Man 2 as the Black Widow, I was like, but then she really made the character her own over these course of these movies. So I'm definitely excited. This is more my vein of stuff, by the way. I like more like Winter Soldier, Captain America. I like that spy kind of shit. I love that. That's my shit.
I'll keep it real. I'm actually more excited with Black Widow than I am for Spider-Man.
Really?
Oh, word. Okay. Well, I can't say that, but I am super excited for the Black Widow movie because I'm a Spider-Man head. Like, I love Spider-Man. So,
but I
am intrigued.
What happened?
Go ahead, Joey.
No, I am intrigued about Black Widow, because I really want to know. I really want more context to her character. I really want to see those little glimpses we got in Age of Ultron, where Scarlet Witch was messing with her mind, and it took her back to like when she was becoming an assassin. Yes. Training to become an assassin. And then you just get cut off and don't even know like, well, where did that come from? I need more context to that. Also, we're going to see more of her this Red Room situation. We get more context with how her and maybe Hawkeye get together and how they link up, because they do reference Budapest like multiple times in previous movies. So that I'm really intrigued to see, like, to learn more about it. I think building her up through by debuting her in Iron Man 2, her pulling up in Winter Soldier and all the Avengers movies, I think it's created enough interest in her character enough. That's why she said it was 8 years in the making, because I think you had to develop interest. The same thing with Hawkeye. These are characters that are kind of like secondary characters, like like tier 2 characters in the Marvel universe, that you got to just spoon feed fans to kind of, hey, this is cool too. Like, this would be a good story to tell. I mean, I think they did a great job, and I think with Ant-Man to make a character that I was never followed and I thought was kind of the corniest character out of any Marvel character there is. I love Ant-Man.
I like the Ant-Man movie.
The Ant-Man was the movie was phenomenal. Both of them were great, were amazing to me. I just wasn't a fan of the character, like with comics. Like, I always thought as a kid it was cheesy.
You like Ant-Man Wasp like that?
I thought it was solid. I thought it was okay. And what made it okay, I felt like you had to watch it because it tagged into to Endgame.
It did.
So I thought it was okay. I think they could have did better with the villain for Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of the villain, Ghost. But no, I think Marvel's done a good job to take these, lower tier characters and just make box office hits off of them, and solid. They're doing Hawkeye on Disney Plus, like, so create solid stories around these guys.
Yeah, agreed. Solid story writing. So the last thing we'll bring up while we're on track for that is Loki, obviously next week, as I said. But then also they released images for the new Thor movie. Chris Hemsworth is looking jacked as hell, yo. Henry Cavill moved the fuck over, bro. 'Cause good lord. And then Natalie Portman is already looking jacked. We talked about that, before, you know, like on a older show.
Oh,
So
she's
what are your
supposed to be coming
thoughts on
in
that?
Thor. Is that, am I correct?
Yeah, absolutely. She's gonna be the new Thor, which is straight from the comics. So I know that's your scene, Lou. So how are you guys feeling on that? And we'll
I'm
wrap it up
excited. I'm super excited about that one too. I can't wait to see that. I want to see how that all comes in about as well. You know what I'm saying? With the passing of the hammer and all that stuff. So that I'm definitely excited about that.
I'm glad you brought that up. And supposedly it's gonna be their the hammer basically, you know, Hela ripped it up or blew it up in you know, Ragnarok. And of course Thor got it back in Endgame, but people forget that Captain America took the hammer back when he went through the time machine. People don't remember that technically that hammer's gone. So in this one, supposedly that hammer that Hela destroyed is going to be redone, and then Natalie Portman's character is going to be worthy to hold the hammer again.
Hey,
So
you
that's
never
a
know.
spin.
Don't be surprised. Some type of Captain America will be there.
Never know. Joey, what are your thoughts, real quick?
I think it's gonna be amazing. I think I love Taika Waititi's take on Ragnarok, so I'm already tapped in for Thor: Love and Thunder. I think it's great that they brought Natalie Portman back. I'm glad they're touching about female Thor. Maybe they even hint at some Thor core. You know, with so with him, Beta Ray Bill, you know, Jane Foster.
Yep.
They've already got the Rams that Thor like rides on and through space.
And they got Valkyrie from the movie, so she could definitely play. I think she's gonna be in it. I'm excited too, guys. I think, you know,
and we saw. Yeah, I saw the there was a clip of how Jane Foster gets her powers that leaked online, and it's Natalie Portman, and she's like just
I saw that.
Yeah, it's so wild. So I'm really hyped to see how this plays out. I think she finds the hammer in Norway.
Right, and that's gonna be dope. It's amazing, like you're saying, Taika Waititi. I give him a lot of credit because before the first Thors, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't a huge fan. The first one was cool. I was never a huge Thor fan, even in the comics. Taika Waititi totally switched things around for me. Ragnarok became my shit. Like, wow, I love this movie, and like I'll go back and rewatch that because there's so many good things about it, and I love how they got you excited about Thor again. And then last thing we'll say is you guys' feelings. The new Loki series pops off this coming week on Disney. How y'all feeling on that?
Yo, just what Joey said before, if y'all haven't heard, I think the new Loki is gonna open up to a lot of things that's about to happen, especially the Spider-Man. A lot of these movies that are about to come out, I think that series is what's gonna open up a lot of doors and us to see what's gonna come next in this, you know, Marvel universe.
A lot of dot connecting. Yeah, man. How you feeling on that too, Joey?
Ooh, I pick up where Lou left off, man. It's just definitely gonna broaden the MCU, and I think it's actually gonna be. I think we say this about a lot of these Disney Pluses that we've seen. There's only been 2 series that popped off already.
Yeah.
But this might take the cake, and there's gonna be multiple seasons of this. So that's already been confirmed through Disney, like that they're gonna keep doing the Loki. They're gonna do a season 2. So I mean, I think we're gonna get taken on for a wild, like intergalactic, like trippy ride with this Loki series. I'm just while watching the trailers, I'm just trying to like keep up. Like, well, how are they gonna do this? How are they gonna do that? You're just trying to piece everything together, and you just when you think like you got it, like you're like, nah, I just gotta tap in with these episodes, man, and take it 1 episode at a time.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think it's going to be as warped and crazy as it was trying to keep track of WandaVision, but like you're saying, they can go so many places with Loki. And that character is like kind of everyone's character they love to hate in the movies. He's always that foil, the anti-hero kind of, and he's become a favorite. So Tom Hiddleston plays him so well that, yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to it too. I can't wait next week. Disney, for me, so far has hit out of the park. I know it's kind of a little divisive on WandaVision and even Winter Soldier. Some people say, I wasn't feeling as much, but I like both series. I'm in. I can rewatch both of them. So go ahead, Luke.
So real quick, I got some extra candy talk, a little extra before we get out of here.
All right, go ahead.
I don't know if you guys saw, but it was leaked out last night. The picture of Michael Keaton's Batman from the Flash universe. movie.
Oh, really? I did not see
Wow.
this. Oh, something to check. Okay.
Time to
Check it
Google.
out. Matter of fact, I'll a little plug, spice. The picture's actually the emblem of Michael Keaton's bat symbol.
Bat symbol.
Bat symbol from his costume with blood on it. So that just made it official.
Nice.
That
Wow.
there will
I
be
see it.
another.
Nice.
You see it?
I see it.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. And like I said, even before, I know there's a lot of people that aren't necessarily fans of the Snyderverse, but yo, if they do Flashpoint,
I think
even like, yeah, 20% as good as it could be, it's gonna be a freaking like such as a movie, a super movie. It's gonna really be amazing.
so. Get ready, people, because I really think
excited.
Flashpoint will be the key to the DC universe for real.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
But I think it's official. I think Michael Keaton is definitely in the movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's a done deal.
Yeah, I think that goes without saying now that you've mentioned that. So we're going to drop that link down below, I think. Guys, for Movie Talk, we're going to sign off. We talked a lot. It's good to be back. Talked a lot of movies today, upcoming stuff. My guys down here, we're going to have all of our social media, Joey, Lou, Sus. See him back next week.
Yes, and one more other thing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the New York City area, check your email, because guess what, people? New York City Comic-Con in October is
Word.
back.
That's right. That's right. I'm looking forward to that. I might have to fly back just to do Comic-Con this year because I haven't.
Tickets go on sale, I heard, next week.
Okay, that's what's
Oh,
up.
we got a pitch a feature presentation like panel or something like that.
Yeah, yo,
let's do this.
That could be the look. Yo,
Let's do this.
Us could do it.
There you go. So yes, exactly. So for Movie Talk, we're definitely gonna be back next time. Make sure you guys subscribe, help the channel grow, and all that good stuff. And we'll see y'all next week.
Peace, y'all.
Peace. Cool.
Nice.
Good on that.
Good
Good on time and
episode.
stuff.
That was a good episode. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know how long it was, but that was good.
Yeah, I was trying to keep I know we started like a couple minutes late, so I think
I think that was good. That was nice.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh shit.
I mean, and plus you got to edit out some of the shit.
Oh, don't bring that guy back.
Plus you got to